Welcome to this next tutorial on how to use Zoom. My name is Daniela from the Embodiment Conference. And this video will focus mainly on how to set up breakout rooms. And I still have the meeting running. I showed in one of the previous tutorials. I also mentioned before that in order to do breakout rooms, you need to set them up in the account settings before. This is important. Otherwise, you simply don't have the button. So as a host, you have anyway a lot of buttons in the lower part of your screen. You don't see the breakout button for me yet, but you see the button with like this 3 dots more, where I have all the stuff which simply doesn't fit into the screen anymore. And one of this is setting up breakouts. So I'm clicking on that and Zoom offers me setting up breakouts. And I can change the amount of breakouts to how many I want to have. And depending how many participants I do have, Zoom will assign the participants automatically. So, for example, if I have 10 participants and say, okay, I want to have 5 breakout rooms, it will be 2 participants per breakout room. Excuse me. If I want to have, if I have 10 participants and I want to have 3 breakout rooms, Zoom will say, okay, there will be like 3 to 4 people in one breakout room. And so on. The maximum of breakout rooms Zoom offers is 50. So if you have like a lot of participants, I think the maximum subscription allows up to 1,000 participants, but that for that you need to upgrade the account. So you can have 50 breakout rooms, which would assign 20 participants per breakout room. So then I say, okay, create breakout rooms. And I'm getting this window. That doesn't mean the breakouts are open yet. And I can see in every breakout who is in there. So here I have participant whoever in breakout 1, and then I have breakout room 2, 3, 4, and 5 empty because I don't have more participants. And then I can decide to open the breakout rooms. I can also change a couple of things before I open the breakout rooms. So if I click here on options, I, for example, can say, I want participants to be moved into a breakout automatically. So usually people would get an invitation, which is a little bit of a pop-up window. The host invites you to breakout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they click OK, and then Zoom moves them automatically. But if I want to be a little bit cheesy, I can also say, okay, I don't want people to decide if they want to join a breakout room. I want them automatically going in. It can sometimes make things also easier for a participant. So they don't need to click. They're just being moved into the breakout room and that's it. I can tell or I can let participant return to the main session, to the main room anytime, or I can prevent that. I can set like a minimum or a maximum of breakout rooms. So for example, like after 15 minutes or after 30 minutes, breakouts close automatically. So I don't need to monitor. And I can also set up how much time it takes until I close the breakout room until participants are getting back. So the default is 60 seconds, but I can also say people get 2 minutes or they get just 10 seconds. So the moment I'm closing the breakout room, people will get a message and then they are, then it takes up to 60 seconds or up to 2 minutes or up to 10 seconds for Zoom to automatically close every breakout room and move everybody back. So let's open them. So we just have one participant. This is me on a different device. I'm on a cell phone, so I'm not gonna join. So I also see this. So I see that the participant didn't join the breakout room. If somebody joins the breakout room, this will be set up. So this will be not that pale, so it will be colored. And after a while, I can decide, okay, I'm closing the breakout rooms. So closing the breakout rooms, nobody was in. So the breakouts are closed immediately. So this is all you need to know for breakouts. It's fairly easy. Maybe important to remember, if you record the session, breakouts are confidential, so you can't, or it won't be recorded. That might be super important for participants if they discuss sensitive topics. You as a host can join any breakout rooms, but people will see that. So they will see when you're coming. So be aware when you join that you might interrupt the process. Oh yeah, and one little gimmick I actually wanted to show you is, let's just open the breakouts. I can also broadcast a message. So I can send people, for example, 5 more minutes, or change roles, for example, if I have something, and I broadcast that. And they will see a little message in the upper part of their screen, a little blue message with this message, what I sent. So in that way, I can also communicate with people in the breakout room without actually going in and telling them stuff. Okay, so this is it for breakout rooms. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and we will look into screen sharing and music sharing in the next one. See you there.